My wife told me she never really felt in love with me. We've been together 3 years. Is there any way back from this? My wife, 30F, and I, 32M, have been together for 3 years, married for about 2. We have a nearly 2-year-old daughter and have been through a lot in a short time. Moving in together, full-time jobs, a pregnancy, getting married, and even a miscarriage. It's been intense and emotional. I've always believed in us, and while we've had major struggles, I've kept fighting for our relationship. Recently, during a very honest conversation, she told me something that hit me hard. That after about 6 months of being together, she realized she didn't feel the feeling that in love spark. And now, 3 years in, she says she still doesn't feel it. She told me she's always struggled with identifying what being in love even means. And now in therapy, she's been going for 4 months, she's starting to untangle those feelings. This is the first time she's ever said this out loud. She said she loves me, cares deeply about me, and sees me as family, but questions whether that love is enough. Whether it's true romantic love or just safety, familiarity, and shared life. It broke me, especially because I never knew she felt that way. She even admitted she has felt that spark in previous relationships, but those were chaotic or unsafe. With me, she says everything felt right on paper, stability, a daughter, a future, but never the feeling. We're both emotionally exhausted. I made mistakes. I bottle up emotions, lash out when I'm overwhelmed, and I've said things I regret. I've just started therapy myself, 1 month in, and I'm fully committed to working on my part. For me, for her, for our daughter. She's been through a lot too. A rough upbringing. No clear example of love or family. This is her first long-term relationship. And I know it's all been a lot, too fast. Pregnancy, marriage, building a life. We've been in a tornado, and maybe we didn't even fully get to know each other before life took over. There have also been some fundamental issues between us. Trust was broken early on, things she hid, contact with an ex, lies, secrets. We never really repaired that. Communication has also been really hard. Sometimes I feel like I can't fully express how I feel without it turning into conflict. It's like we're stuck in patterns that keep pulling us apart, and we've never fully built the solid base a relationship really needs. Still, despite all this, I love her. I've always made the choice to stay and build. And while our relationship isn't perfect, far from it, I've always seen something real and worth fighting for. We've had laughter, deep connection, love for our daughter, moments of peace and joy. I've seen us at our best, and I believed in us. Now we've agreed to take some space. Not a breakup, but real distance. She says she needs space to feel what's real for her without my presence influencing it. And I respect that. But I'm also scared. I'm scared I'll be the only one fighting again. I'm the only one willing to rebuild. Asking, has anyone been through this? Can love grow when one person says they never felt in love to begin with? Is space like this helpful, or is it just a goodbye? I'm willing to give it time. I'm willing to work. But I'm also scared that she's already gone in her heart. I just don't know what's real anymore. I just needed to get this out. Update 1. Last night we finally had the big conversation. We kept it calm and honest. No yelling. No blaming, just truth. She told me more about how she's felt for a long time, and I shared everything I've been holding in. We talked about her doubts, my pain, our patterns, the broken trust. I went into the talk thinking maybe this space could be the beginning of something new. A reset. But after hearing her say she's never truly felt in love with me, and that she's been carrying that for years, it hit harder than I expected. I thought I could take space, but today, I feel completely hollow. Like I'm the only one who ever fully believed in us. She said she needs space to understand her own feelings, to explore what love really means to her. And I respect that, but it still hurts like hell. We've agreed to keep some distance now, especially for our daughter's sake. I'm going to stay somewhere else for now. I told her I don't want to give up on us, but I can't be the only one willing to fight. Even with everything she's done, lies, broken trust, things that really hurt. I still love her. I know that might sound foolish, but I do. And I still want to give this a real chance. I just don't know if she does. And I'm scared she's already gone. Update 2. Me, 32M, and my wife, 30F, she says she loves me, but I found out more and now I don't know if I can stay. A few days ago, I posted about my wife, 30F, and I, 32M. We've been together 3 years, married for 2, and have a young daughter. Our relationship moved fast. Pregnancy, miscarriage, marriage, full-time jobs, and emotionally it's been heavy. We've both made mistakes, and we've both carried pain we never really talked about. In our last big conversation, she told me she was in love at first and that she does love me deeply. But she also said she never truly felt she could be fully open with me emotionally. That over the years, she didn't feel like she could say everything, like something was always missing in our connection, even if she wanted it. She's been in therapy for 4 months now, try to untangle what love means to her. She had a rough upbringing, no real example of love or family, and I know she's been emotionally lost. We agreed to take some space, not to break up, but so she could figure things out without my presence clouding her judgment. I respected it. I moved out temporarily. But since that conversation, things got heavier. The new part, she finally admitted she had contact with her ex, long distance, on and off for a year or more. I had suspected it, asked about it multiple times. Every time she said it was nothing, just friendly, just catching up. But it wasn't just that. I saw messages, flirting, multiple nudes sent. Meanwhile, in our relationship, I told her more than once that I'd love it if she ever sent me something like that. She never did, but she did for him. She says it's over now, and part of her coming clean was being honest with herself too. But I don't know what to believe anymore. To cope, I booked a hotel. I didn't tell her. I just knew I needed space. I've been calm through this. I haven't yelled, haven't thrown blame, but I feel something inside me cracking. And still, she's been physically affectionate the last couple days, lying close to me in bed, holding me, seeking connection. It completely confuses me. It almost feels like love, or is it guilt? Habit? Attachment? I brought up our planned vacation in 2 weeks. Told her I might just go alone. She froze. Told me she wanted to go as a family. That line hit me in the gut. It made me feel both hopeful and completely lost at the same time. What's happening now? We're supposed to talk again today. I told her I need clarity. I'm writing this before that conversation because I don't trust myself to get everything out in the moment. These are the things I need to ask, and honestly, things I've been carrying for a while. Why the sudden affection lately? Is it love, confusion, or just not want to let go yet? What did she mean when she said she wants to go on vacation as a family? Is that real? Or just something that sounds nice? And the hardest question, is my daughter mine? I'm almost sure she is. But during a past argument, she mentioned her ex once asked if it was his child, and it planted a seed of doubt I can't ignore. I hate that I even have to ask this. Was her contact with her ex consistent this whole time? I found explicit photos 4 months ago and once a year ago. She admitted the talking started way before. I assume it never stopped, but I want to know the full truth. How long did it go on, and how deep was it really? I've been in therapy myself for a month. I'm facing my own stuff the way I shut down, avoid hard emotions, or lash out under pressure. I'm committed to growing. But right now, I don't know if there's anything left to fight for. I don't even know if I want to stay, and that's new for me. I love her, but I'm hurt. And yeah, I'll admit this too. After she told me all this, I reached out to a couple past hookups. I haven't acted on it, but the fact that I even wanted it shows me how far I've drifted from myself in all this. So here I am. We're about to talk, and I honestly don't know what I want to hear. Part of me wants her to fight for us. Part of me is done. Can something this broken be rebuilt if the love is real, but the trust and connection never fully were? Can 2 people come back from this level of damage, or are we just dragging out the end? And how do you know when it's time to stop trying? Update 3. My wife, 30F, and I, 32M, have been together for 3 years, married for 2, and we have a daughter who's almost 2. Recently, things finally broke open. She told me that although she loves me and was in love early on, she spent most of the relationship not feeling safe or emotionally at peace. She said that around 6 months into the relationship, that sense of rest started to disappear, and for most of the time since, she's felt disconnected. She wasn't the only one. We've both been walking on eggshells. We both have old wounds, and when those get triggered, we pull away, say the wrong things, or shut down. That pattern has chipped away at our connection. We've never really felt calm together for long, but we never said it. Until now. This past week, Monday and yesterday, we've had the most open conversations we've ever had. More honesty than we've shared in years. But it's also shown us how fragile things have become. I found out she had long-term on and off contact with her ex. That shook me, especially when I saw intimate photos on her phone and heard that he once asked if her child might be his. That broke me. She says the photos were from before our relationship, and I don't care what happened before that, and that she didn't send anything while we were together. I found also some pecutors in our relationship in her gallery. She also said she blocked him immediately after that. Is it my child comment? I believe her mostly, but somewhere inside, my trust still questions it. Honestly, I booked a hotel and left the house abruptly because I truly believed she had cheated during our relationship. At that moment, everything in me was convinced something happened I didn't fully know. Now, after all the talks and her explanations, I don't know if I'd call it cheating. There were definitely things that hurt, things that crossed emotional lines, but I can't label it 100% as cheating. That confusion is still in me. What really bothers me is this. My ex also contacted me multiple times during our relationship, and I never replied. That was a clear boundary. She didn't draw that same line. And that difference in boundaries makes me question how aligned we really are when it comes to loyalty and emotional safety. That said, I don't want this whole story to be reduced to just the ex. That's one part of it. But the bigger truth is we both came into this relationship with heavy baggage. I've struggled with depression for a long time. I shut down emotionally. I didn't always create a safe space either. She has her wounds. I have mine. We've both failed each other in different ways. And the crack started before this latest breaking point and only got worse. We never really talked deeply about our struggles or what came after the fights. We just moved on. I told her I needed space. And I left. She didn't expect me to actually go. But I had to finally listen to myself. We've agreed I'll stay away until at least Wednesday. Our daughter is safe and cared for. No conflict there. We've paused all vacation plans and upcoming weekends. Nothing is forced. No more pretending. Right now, I'm focusing on my mental health, my business, and figuring out what I really want, not just what I'm afraid to lose. I've also stopped all contact with the flings I messaged out of pain. That wasn't who I want to be. If I want to do right by my daughter and by myself, I have to face this clean. If this continues, it has to be something entirely new. The relationship we had is over. The patterns, the assumptions, the silence. If we try again, it'll be a full reset. If not, it's closure. We both understand that now. This is emotionally draining. And honestly, I don't know what I want yet. I just need rest. I need to write everything out so I don't lose myself. Questions I still struggle with. If anyone's been here. Have you ever rebuilt a relationship after emotional trust was broken? And how did you know it was worth it? How do you reset something when the foundation was never strong to begin with? Thanks to everyone who commented on my earlier posts. Even the hard ones helped. Update again after Wednesday.